It is the middle of the night in Seoul, and this shop is open. There is nobody behind the counter. There has never been anybody behind the counter. The lights are on, the door is unlocked, and the money is going in. Up the same street, there are 4 more. One sells ice cream, one sells photographs, one sells singing, and one is a hall full of computers. Not one of them employs a single person. 5 rooms, counting down from 5 to 1. Number 1 brings in $7,000 a month. Number 1 is also the one everybody has started copying, which turns out to matter. You have walked past something like this and assumed the staff were on a break. They were not on a break, there are no staff, and there is no manager. Here is how all 5 of them work. Homo Spendens. Number 10, 5 Korean shops with no staff. Every one of them exists because of something that happened in 2018. Korea raised the lowest legal wage by 16% in a single year. Overnight, the most expensive thing in a small shop was the person standing in it. A cafe owner paying 2 students to cover the evenings worked out the new cost by Friday. A machine that takes payment costs money once. A person costs money every month. So the counter went, and then, quietly, the whole idea of a counter went with it. Because once nobody is standing there, a shop stops selling service. It starts selling a room for a while with a lock on it. Number 5 is the easiest to start. It is also the one that pays the least, and that is not a coincidence. An unmanned snack shop. 1 room, some freezers, and a self-checkout by the door. Ice cream, crisps, instant noodles, energy drinks, open all night, every night. You can set one up for about what a decent car costs, and the landlord takes a large share before you sell anything. There is a camera in the corner and a sign underneath it. That is mostly hoping. After the rent, the stock and the card fees, what the owner keeps looks a lot like a wage, which is the honest part. It is a wage paid to the person who used to pay the wage. And look at what is actually being sold in there. Not ice cream. The door being open at 3 in the morning. That is the first rule, and it comes back 4 more times. By number 1, it is worth $7,000 a month. Number 4, a self-photo studio which sells you a strip of small pictures for about $3. Except that is not really what it sells. It sells 15 minutes of being ridiculous with your friends, and the pictures are the receipt. 4 teenagers go in behind a curtain and immediately start shouting. The booth handles the lighting, the counting down, and the flattering. The pictures print in seconds, and everybody photographs the photographs to put them online, which is the part the owner enjoys most, because that is the advertising, done by the customer, for nothing. The owner has one job, which is topping up the paper and the ink. That is the entire job. Number 3 sells you something that lasts 4 minutes, and it charges for them 1 at a time. It is a coin noraebang, a karaoke room shrunk down to fit a couple of people. The old kind sold you an hour, a sofa, and a man with a plate of fruit. This one sells you a single song for about the price of a chocolate bar. Inside there is a screen, 2 microphones, and a door that shuts out the street. No bar, no fruit, and nothing in there to steal that is not bolted down. The owner pays rent, electricity, and a fee for every song that gets sung. Nobody expects that 3rd fee. A small shop keeps about $1,500 in a good month, once everything is paid. And the trick is the size of what it sells. An hour is a decision, a song is not. Number 2 invented the whole idea 30 years ago. It is also the only one of the 5 that is disappearing. The PC Bang, a hall of gaming computers sold by the hour since the 1990s. It is also the only one of the 5 that still pays somebody to sit behind a counter. It was never really selling computers. It was selling a warm chair with better internet than the one at home. It was the first to put a payment screen by the door and sell time by the hour. At the peak there were more than 20,000 of them. Today there are a few thousand. Nothing went wrong with the idea. The idea was excellent. Everybody had it. Rent did not fall. The price of an hour did, because a shop that one person can run alone is a shop that anybody can open. Which brings us to number 1 and to the $7,000. 2 streets away, a lift opens onto a floor that is completely silent. Rows of desks, each with a lamp and a little wooden divider, and every single one of them taken. This is a study cafe, and it is not selling coffee, it is renting you a chair by the hour. The obvious question is why anybody pays for a desk when their own bedroom is free. The answer is that their bedroom has a bed in it. A desk costs about $1.50 an hour, or there is a monthly pass if you have exams coming. You buy time at a screen by the door. It prints a code. The code opens the barrier. There is no librarian, because there is nothing left for a librarian to do. The rules enforce themselves, since everybody there is watched by everybody else. A good one brings in $7,000 a month and employs nobody at all. 10 years ago, there were about 100 of these in Korea. Now there are thousands, which is what killed number 2, happening again in slow motion, to the best business on the list. 5 rooms then, a freezer, a booth, a singing box, a hall of computers, and a floor of desks. And those are only the 5 worth counting. There are also unmanned bookshops, pet washes, and sugar-free drink shops. All of them sell you the same thing, a room by the minute with a lock on it. Selling lemonade earns you once. Renting out the table earns you every day, whoever is selling. It works because you pay at the door and do all the work yourself. And it works because nobody is standing there. But an empty shop costs something too, and the cost is easy to miss. Reported thefts at these shops have roughly tripled in 4 years. It turns out the person behind the counter was also the person watching the counter. None of this is especially Korean. Korea simply got there first, because the price of a worker went up there first. So the next time you pass a shop that is open at midnight, with nobody inside it, look at the door. It is not really a shop, it is a room rented to you by the minute. Next time Japan, where they skipped the room entirely and kept only the machine.